Hello everybody, it's Christy with Paper Reverie. I just wanted to come in today and do a junk journal supply haul. I was out this weekend and I did find a few things that I wanted to share with you. This is my second junk journal supply haul. I have so much fun looking for things to use in my junk journals. It's just so much fun. Before I get into the haul, I do want to say thank you so much to the people that have subscribed to my channel and liked my videos. The comments have just been so kind, and I thank you so much for welcoming me. So if you do enjoy this video, I hope that you can give it a like, and if you would like to subscribe and look forward to seeing more videos, I would really appreciate that. So that being said, let's just get into the haul. I'm excited to show you. We'll start off with this one. It's just a stamp here. I did get this at the Goodwill. It was $1.99. I know that these are new. They are pretty expensive. Well, it looks like maybe this was $3.99, but saving a couple of dollars is always good. I like the design, and I think it's going to be a good addition. I found the cutest little sticker book. This glare is probably going to be bad, but there's 1,000+ stickers here, and they are so colorful and cute. And I thought, wow, this is just going to be fun to add these in to any cute little journal, something bright and cheery, summertime, probably. So I just thought this is just too cute, and it was 99 cents. I found these paper clips. These are pretty large, and they will hold a nice big stack of papers in a journal. And I didn't have anything like this, so I thought, well, let's just give it a try and see if I can use anything like that. So 50 cents for, I don't know, maybe there's 10 or 12 in here. I did find this awesome paper punch. I don't have one of these either, so always a reason to buy it. $1.99 at the Goodwill. It has a 1.5 inch, a 2 inch, and a 2.5 inch. So this one is the 2.5 inch. It makes this design on the top of the tag with a hole there. This is the 2 inch design, and then this is the 1 inch, 1.5 inch design, and it cuts just perfectly. These little notepads, I got both of them. They were $1 a piece. Kind deeds are little prayers. I thought that was so cute with this little angel here and her handful of hearts. Just thought that would be a really cute addition. I did find some cards, and this is just a pocket trivia kids game. I just thought tucking these in would be fun. There's some questions and answers on here, or covering these with some cardstock or some coffee dyed paper or something like that, and just being able to journal on the back of this. This was a box of cards, and it's a complete lyrics game. The song lyrics are from the 50s and 60s. And again, just a great thing to tuck into a journal, and lots of really nice colors. And so I thought this would be just something that I don't have yet. And so I'll use these. This pack of cards is pillow talk and date ideas. But the reason I got them was because, one, because it was 50% off the blue tag. So that was just about 75 cents-ish with tax. But they are scratch off date ideas. And then it has, you know, less expensive, medium, and then the $3 one obviously is an expensive date, because this is saying go to the nearest airport and purchase a random flight anywhere. So pretty interesting. I just thought that would be a fun thing to tuck in to a journal, and if somebody wants to try it, I think they'll have a lot of fun and a big surprise. And this is just a cutie box of cards here, and I did really like just these numbers. I thought that was probably the reason why I got them. These little images are just really cute too. But I just was like, this is going to be a great journal card. Put some, you know, paper on the back of this so you can write, or just decorate it in, you know, whatever theme you're doing your journal. I thought that would be a lot of fun and an easy make. I can never pass up envelopes, and this yesterday was no different. I found this brand new box of 200 envelopes, and these are in, these are great. They are so sturdy, great quality paper, and I just thought, well, I can't pass these up. I think it was $3.99 for 200 envelopes. So I guess I'll be making some things with envelopes soon. I found 2 of these, and this is just the scrapbook envelope, scrapbook album refills. Again, the glare, I'm so sorry. But I just thought connecting 2, you know, of these together, maybe sewing them together so that they stay together, and then using these as pages in your journal as a pocket. You know, you could decorate this little white piece of paper that's in here, or you could just, you know, take it out and then use it as just a little pocket. So this will be a good addition, and I can't wait to use these. I found some more paper. I really just liked this because of the color, the brown, neutral, natural color with the typewriter and just these letters just kind of floating up. And I thought that would be cute in a journal. These are some vintage paper placemats. And I was really wishing that they all would have been this green color. There's only a few in here, but I just loved this green. And then there is this like wood grain with these pine branches. So I thought, well, that's just a different addition. I haven't seen anything like this. These were just some dividers that I found, and I liked the tabs here with the numbers, and just using these, and the paper is really good quality, nice and thick. So there are several of those in here. I think there's 50 pages in here. I found this photo album, and the binding was not together, and I just thought, well, I can utilize this black scrapbook paper in here, and the one side has some texture to it, the other is smooth, but it's matte, and I thought this would be really awesome. I don't use black scrapbook paper very often, but this is just going to give me a reason to try it out and see. I have seen people using this black background and, you know, doing something that's, you know, white, or maybe some old vintage photos or something like that. I think would be really, really cool. So I'm going to give this a try. And this was only, let's see, $2.99. So I I've got a few books here. So this one that I found as a little poetry book from the 1930s. And I just thought that this was just adorable. I don't know if I can take this apart. I just think it's just so, so pretty. And it's done in brown and pink ink here. The print is with brown and then the pink. And it is just so pretty. And the poetry in there is really, really sweet. The Three Little Pigs has always been one of my most favorite books. I just think that it's just adorable. This book has obviously seen better days, but the inside, the pages are just perfect. And I will use this for a junk journal. I just think this is just going to be a lot of fun. This one is a golden book from 1942. It's missing the back cover, so that was disappointing. But the pages in here are just lovely. And just, they're perfect. Not a bend, not anything, no writing. You know, sometimes you find these old books and the children have written in there with pencil but these images are just fantastic. So this was really, really a fun find, and I do want to be able to use this in a journal. Super, super cute. The Pokey Little Puppy, Little Golden Book, one of my favorite stories from when I was young. And this is a newer one. I'm not quite sure what the date is on here. Well, the copyright was 1942, and then it was renewed in 1970. So this was definitely one of my favorites, and I could not pass it up. The Little Mermaid. And these images are just so cute. And then, of course, Snow White. Love it. Love it. This was a workbook, and it had not been used at all. There was no writing. The pages were still perfect in here, and I will put this in journal and use this as pages, and I think that will be nice. This is a large one. It's a holiday stationery set, so I really, really liked the gold, and I just thought the envelopes, obviously some more envelopes, and I just love them. So this has got, you know, some holly leaves in gold, some stickers, some labels here, and then it has the writing sheets. And so this will be really fun to be able to use at Christmas time, and I can't wait to use this. I did find some seam tape, some seam binding here, and these look like they are vintage, so 1972, but I just thought, well, I can't pass it up. It was $1.50, so they came home with me. Here is some craft lace, and the colors I thought were really good. Obviously the greens, but I love this blue, and this rickrack here will be really pretty in a Christmas journal or a holiday journal. I think that that's going to be lovely with just this silver and then the red rickrack. I did find this dish towel, and it has a vintage look to it. It's new, obviously, very new, but I just loved the picture. And then there's some stitching here, and it's, you can feel it. It's a raised design, and I thought this is going to be really cute to go on a journal top. And then maybe being able to utilize, the fabric as a journal cover. This one I thought was really going to be a great idea to use for a fall journal. Add some pumpkins and leaves and things like that for a journal cover. And if I have some left, then I can probably utilize these two pieces together. And I thought that's just going to be great because I should be able to get, at least 2 journal covers out of this. This was a patchwork game, and it's your matching sets, I guess. And I just chose it just for the cards, obviously, just using these cards because of the beautiful colors, the greens and the blues and the purple here, oranges, and then just being able to back this with some coffee dyed paper or some ledger paper or something like that, and using this as a small journal card. I'm not sure what I'll do with these. I believe you just, in the game, you would just use these as your card holder. Who knows? Sometimes it's hard to hold your cards if you're playing, and maybe this might come in handy. This is a great book. The pages in here are, that matte paper, and the images in here are so pretty. It's really nice to use these flower books, and you're just never concerned about having something written in here that's distasteful. It's just easy, so you don't have to go through reading just to make sure that there isn't something off-putting in the writing. So I always appreciate that. And then just adding these to any journal, I think, is just going to be really pretty. And my daughter does flower arranging. She works at our local grocery store here in the floral department, and I thought of her when I found this book. She makes the most beautiful arrangements. But this is going to be a great addition. All right, this is the last thing. I saved the best for last. This is so interesting. I paid more than I wanted to for it. It was $5.99 from the Goodwill, but I could not pass it up. This, I believe, is handmade from Hawaii. There are, the cover is made from, leaves and then just this, wood or leaves or something from a tree, maybe native to Hawaii. And just the sticks here, these flip-flops are just adorable. And I'm hoping that I can utilize this somehow as a journal topper. And so I'm going to have to really think about this one and make sure that I can use this without messing this up. But the reason I got it was the paper, and this paper is just more like, handmade paper, like fabric. I just thought, oh, it's really, really awesome. But then, your pictures can just, tuck in here like this. And I would like to, be able to maybe trim this here and here in the middle, and then just use these each as separate, like 4 pieces. And then, just, it doesn't look like anybody has ever used it. And I cannot wait to see what I can make out of this book. So that is all for today. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching my haul video. I have so much fun looking for all of these things, and then I am super excited to start making some journals out of all of these great finds. So I hope to see you again in my next video. I will look forward to it. So we'll see you then. Thank you.